Good morning, Year 3 Amber. Mr. Goodall here. I hope you've had a good day so far. Today's lesson we'll be comparing time again, but this time using minutes and hours. So our LI for this lesson is to compare time using minutes and hours. Please pause the video whilst you copy this down. Let's recap the meaning of comparing time. So when we're comparing time, we're seeing which time is longer or shorter than the other. So for this lesson, we'll be using minutes and hours as opposed to minutes and seconds like we did in our previous lesson. So there are 60 seconds in a minute, there are 60 minutes in an hour. So we will still be working with groups of 60 when we figure out how many minutes are in the hours. So continuing with the adventures of Gemma and our adults in Brussels, they're exhausted after all the sightseeing they've been doing, especially going to a theme park yesterday. So what they decided to do is go to the cinema. Now, the cinema has some of the film's lengths in minutes and some of the film's lengths in hours. So what we're going to do is see which is the longest film out of each group, excuse me, groups of timings of the showings. So here I've drawn a table. So this represents like the timings. So we're comparing two films showing in these timings. So each individual timing is a row in this table. So I'm going to demonstrate the first comparison. So we have film 1, which says 160 minutes, and film 2, which says 3 hours. So in order to figure out how many minutes are in 3 hours to compare the time, we're going to add in groups of 60. So 60 minutes, which is 1 hour. So if 60 minutes is 1 hour, we need to add 3 lots of 60 to get 3 hours. So 60 plus 60, which is 120, add 60 to 120 is 180 mins. So out of 160 or 180 mins, 180 minutes, so 3 hours is the longer running time than 160 minutes. So here's the rest of the films and their running times. So please pause the video here whilst you have a go, and I'll go through with these with you after you've paused the video and had a go. Best of luck. So we have 2 hours and 116 minutes. So 2 hours, we have to add 2 groups of 60, which equals 120 mins. So 120 minutes is more than 116 minutes. So 2 hours is the longer running time. So I'm circling the longer running time. Then we have 80 minutes and 2 hours. Again, like that one, we need to add 2 groups of 60. So 60 plus 60 equals 120 mins, short for minutes, which is bigger than 80 minutes. So 120 minutes is more minutes than 80 minutes. So 2 hours is a longer running time. Here we have 155 minutes versus 3 hours. So like we did there, we need to go 60 plus 60 plus 60, which equals 180 mins. So 3 hours is the longer running time. So here we have 140 minutes and 2 hours. So like we did for the 2 hours here, we add 60 plus 60 equals 120 mins. So 140 is more than 120. So here the longer running time is 140 minutes. Now finally we have 125 minutes and 3 hours. So once again, 60 plus 60 plus 60 equals 180 mins. So 180 minutes, so 3 hours, is greater than 125 minutes. So see how many of these you got right. Well done if you got any of them. It's very well done. So for the next task, we'll be seeing what is the longest film and what is the shortest film. So please pause the video here whilst you have a look at the different running times and see what the longest is and what the shortest is. So the longest, so there's quite a few of them, is 3 hours, and the shortest film is 80 minutes. So here I'm going to write the longest film is 3 hours. The shortest film is 80 minutes. Here we go. So I hope you enjoyed this video. So next time you go to the cinema, cinemas often have the running times of films on their websites. So hopefully next time you're choosing films to go and see, you can have a look at the length and see which film you'd rather see, depending on how long it is. So if you have any questions, please submit them along with your work to year3@grange.harrow.sch.uk, and I look forward to seeing your work and any questions you might have. Until then, bye for now, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.